What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. And I was getting ready to make a video talking about the second game of last night's playoffs, game one of the Western Conference semifinals between the Golden State Warriors and the Minnesota Timberwolves. But just as I was about to record this, I saw some breaking news, and it regards Steph Curry of the Golden State Warriors, who's been the cornerstone of that franchise for over a decade and a half, and it is bad news for Warriors fans. Steph Curry apparently suffered a calf strain in game one. I believe it happened in the first quarter or second quarter. It might have been the second quarter of yesterday's action. It was feared that he had a calf strain. It's confirmed. He has a grade 1 calf strain. This is according to Shams Charania of ESPN. He is expected to miss a week. And considering that these games are so closely compacted amongst themselves in this series, I'm thinking a week. That would probably be games 2, 3, and 4 that he will not be available. And this could be potentially the series. I don't see the Warriors winning this series without Steph Curry's contributions. Unless somehow the Warriors go on some sort of, unless Jimmy Butler and Buddy Hield combine to do some amazing things in his absence, I don't see them winning the series. Quite honestly, the Warriors are very fortunate to have won game one. The Timberwolves forgot to play basketball or something. I don't know. I know that they hadn't played in over a week, I think, since they eliminated the hated Lakers. But that was embarrassing yesterday. 99-88 victory. They have a 1-0 lead in the series. Buddy Hield, 24 points, but 7 of 19 from the floor. Butler, 7 of 20 from the floor, 20 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists. As I said, Steph Curry, only abbreviated appearance in his performance in this game, 13 points, 5 of 9 from the floor, 3 of 6 from three-point range. And Curry was actually playing well until he suffered that calf strain. Draymond Green, 6 of 13 from the floor, 4 of 10 from three-point range. Most of their damage was done in the first half, I believe, during a stretch. As a team, the Warriors only shot 39% from the floor, but the difference between the two teams was the Warriors' three-point shooting. 18 of 42 from downtown, 43%. The Timberwolves had another poor shooting performance from downtown, only 5 of 29. But it wasn't just three-point shooting overall. They just did not perform well at all. Anthony Edwards finished with 23 points, now 22 from the floor. But at one point, I think he started off the game like 0 for 10 or 0 for 9 or something to that effect. Julius Randle had 18 points. Nas Reed, 19 points. And I think McDaniels had 12 points or so for the Minnesota Timberwolves. But this is a game that they should have won. They should have won. Just sloppy basketball. And I believe the Timberwolves had a lot of turnovers. So I think they committed 16 turnovers. And that, of course, contributed to the loss. I think the Warriors had 12 turnovers. So game one goes to the Warriors, but they have bigger concerns now, and that is how can they put up enough points the rest of this series, every game? How can they contribute enough offensively to offset the loss of Steph Curry? I've said this before, you look at what's going on in the NBA now, and I said you can see signs of this the last couple of years, but these 2025 playoffs are the biggest sign yet of the changing of the guard of the NBA. Okay, I'm not talking about Nikola Jokic or Giannis. These guys, or Luka Doncic per se. These guys are in their primes. But the guys that we grew up watching in the 2000 teens, well, not me really. I grew up watching basketball in the 90s, early 2000s. But I'm talking about I know I got younger subscribers. You guys, those of you who are in your 30s and late 20s, you grew up watching Steph Curry, prime LeBron James, KD, those guys. This is a young man's league. And even though the league tries to still market those guys as the face, the game is passing them by. And if it's not the fact that they're just not on top of their games anymore, age. And like I said, I'm not saying Steph Curry's done. He's not. But from watching him play this year, I noticed his performances are a little bit more streaky, kind of like what I started seeing with Ray Allen. Steph Curry was noted for his consistency. Of course he had bad shooting nights, but for the most part, Steph Curry was rather consistent in his prime. Now, he has great moments and great performances, but he can also have more and more bad games, is what I'm getting at. And of course, there's the health thing. So, we'll see. We'll see if the Warriors can do something, but I don't see them winning this series without the contributions of their franchise's greatest player. But anyway, that's all I got to say about it. Tell me what you guys think.